Hi one and all. So in the previous video, I have mentioned the theory component of the basic experiment called logic gates, right? So in this video, I will demonstrate how we can able to use the hardware devices to study and verify the truth table of logic gates. And this is one such device called digital IC trainer kit. So this is the kit which we'll use in order to verify our logic circuits or logic gate. So this look at here, as you can see here, this trainer kit has many components. So usually you can identify the components with boxes. Can you see here? This is one box, this is another box, this is another box, and there is one more box here. And similarly, there is another box here. This is one more box, this is another box, this is another box. And similarly, can you see here, this is one more component or box, this is another component or box, this is one more component, like this. Clear? So don't worry about all these components, and you don't need to be aware of these all these in a single class. As the classes goes on, we shall see the individual usage of all these components, right? So this is the very basic component that we should know called power component. Can you see there is a switch here? Using this switch, you can either turn on or turn off the trainer kit, right? Okay, and can you see there is a component over here, and there is a similar component over here, similar component, right? So this is a place where you will perform or you will do the connections, right? And can you see a small box inside this component? We call this as an IC base. Means we have to place IC inside this. Clear? And this is a locker. After placing the IC, you need to use this locker to lock it. And can you see a ground supply here? GND stands for ground, or black color represent ground supply. Means whenever you need a ground supply, you can take from this knob or point. And can you see a plus 5 volts here? I mean a red color knob over here or a point here. This is the place where you can find voltage supply. Clear? Okay. And this is an IC base for placing 16 pin IC. Why I am telling 16 pin? Because see here, there is pin numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Means you can place 16 pin IC and you can use all the 16 pins in order to do the experiment. Clear? I will come back to this IC base, how to place and how to use this pins in few minutes. So can you see there is one more interesting component here with the switches, with the corresponding switches. So usually we call this component, this component as an input component, where you can provide the inputs. Okay, after turning on the trainer kit, if you turn on this switch and if it is an on, then it means then you are supplying one through this point. Clear? And similarly, if you turn on this, you are also supplying one over here. Clear? So see, every input knobs has its own corresponding switches. One means on, zero means off, and there is one more component called output indicators, and this is the component you can use to view the outputs. Clear? Okay, at a high level, I have explained about the trainer kit that we will use for all the hardware experiment in part A, and there is one more component that we will use to carry out the experiment is this. We call this as connecting wires or patch cords. Usually connecting wires will have two ends. Either you can use any one of the end, means there will be no polarity with this connecting wire. Usually we can use this, or using this connecting wires we will do the connections, right? So the connecting wires can be in different color will not create a problem, but every connecting wire will have two ends. Clear? I will show you how to connect or use this connecting wires to do the experiment, don't worry. And every IC, so this is how a gate will look, or it's also called as an integrated circuit. That's why it is called as an electronic. Basically it is an electronic device. See here, this is an electronic device which can take one or more inputs and it will produce us a single output. Clear? And if you count the pins, if you count the pin in this gate, you can identify so that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 here, then again 7 over here, 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, like this. So this is a 14 pin chip, and we have to hold like this. And can you see some white labels here? Okay, it is not clear in this video, but don't need to worry. There will be a label like this, and we can identify which gate is this by using this label. So usually IC number will be written in this space. So when you come to the college, you can able to identify which IC this belongs to. So this label you need to use in order to pick and use the respective ICs for carrying out the experiment. Clear? And one more important thing that you need to be aware when you before using IC is, so this is another IC. Can you see can you see curve end? Can you see? I think now you can easily identify curve at this end, correct? And the other end, I mean the opposite end will be flat. Clear? Can you see now flat surface? Can you see curve at one end? Usually this curve end represent the top end of the IC. Clear? And the opposite end represent bottom of the IC. And if you have remembered the pin diagram, you can easily observe that pin diagram usually will be written like this. So like this, correct? And you can give pin numbers will be given like this: 2 3 4 5 6, then 7 8 9 10 11 12, then 13 14, where 14 for VCC, right? Correct? 14 for VCC, and 7 for ground, right? Correct? And if I take if you are interested in 2 input bit AND gate, whose IC number is 7408, right? So this is how it will looks, correct? So 1 and 2 are input, 3 will be the output, 4 and 5 are the input, 6 will be the output. Similarly 13 and 12 will be the input, 11 will be the output, 10 and 9 will be the input, 8 will be the output. So this is how it will look, right? So remember, this is pin number 6, output pin. So this is a pin diagram of AND gate, 2 input bit AND gate, right? Whose logic symbol is this, correct? If I take A, B as an input, C as an output, and we can able to represent AND by using Boolean expression also, right? This dot represent AND operation between A and B, and we are storing the result of this in C, right? So this is how we can, this is what we learned theoretically in the last class. And now I will show you how to use this pin diagram and the truth table. I mean, how we can able to use this truth pin diagram to verify the respective truth table. In this case, as I said, usually to write the truth table, it will have input section and output section, right? In this case, which are the inputs? A and B are the input, C will be the output, right? Correct? So how many entries will be there in this truth table? How many entries will be there in this truth table? As I said in the previous class, it depends on how many number of inputs that the respective gate will accept, right? In this case, the number of inputs accepted by gates is 2, right? So how many number of entries will be there in this truth table? It is nothing but 2 to the power of 2, which is nothing but 4, right? So which are the entries? 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, right? Correct now? So these many entries will be there in the truth table, correct? So and remember, there is no rule that you should write 0 0 in the beginning only, 1 1 at the end only, but usually we'll follow the convention: 0 0 beginning, 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. If you convert this binary to decimal, you can easily find out the order. This is nothing but decimal 0, this is nothing but decimal 1, this is nothing but in decimal 2, 1 1 in decimal it is 3. So this is a decimal representation of this binary. So this is the order that we usually will follow in order to write the truth table, right? So in case of AND gate, if the inputs are 0 0, output will be 0. If inputs are 0 1, output will be 0. If inputs are 1 0, output will be 0. If both the inputs are 1, then the truth table says that the AND gate will produce 1 as the output, right? So now we shall use this understanding to carry out or to verify 2 input bit AND gate by using the trainer kit and the connecting wires and the IC. See here, first I am taking 2 input. This is the logic gate for AND gate, right? So first what you need to do, you need to make sure that trainer will be in off condition. So remember, it should be in off condition while doing the connection. So remember, and you need to make sure that the curve end, can you see curve end here? Curve end, always this curve end should be at the top like this. I mean in this direction, and just drop it and hold this IC and then press the locker. So now the IC will be locked in the IC base. Now we have successfully placed AND gate in the IC base, right? and how many pin chip it is? 14. So how many pin that this IC base can hold? 16 pin. So obviously you can the last two or the bottom two has been left open, or it is not being used. Hence remember, we will not use pin number, I mean last these two. Why? Because these two has not, last two ports has not been used, hence these two will be ignored. As a result, this is pin number 1 as usual, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and as I said, we are not using these two. Then obviously after 7 this will become pin number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is very fundamental, and you need to remember, since we are using 14 pin and the IC base is for 16 pin, obviously the bottom two will not be used. Since this bottom two has been left open, these two knobs will not be used. As a result, after 7 this will become by default 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Clear with this understanding? Right? Yes. After this, now what you have to do means, before connecting input and output, you need to connect the or do the basic connection. Basic connection means what? The ground connection and the voltage connection. See here, from where I can get the ground? From this, right? Just drop like this. Now at the other end of the connecting wire, I mean this end will get the ground supply. To which pin we need to supply the ground? So for this you need a pin diagram. So look at this pin diagram, and to which pin number I need to supply the ground? Pin number 7, right? And voltage, pin number 14, right? See here, I am connecting ground to pin number 7, and I will take one more connecting wire, and one end should be connected to 5 volts, I mean voltage supply, and this should be connected to pin number 14, right? So now after 7, this will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So connected to pin number 14. Now we have successfully connected basic connection like ground connection, voltage connection. Clear? So how we did this? Based on what we did this? Based on the pin diagram. That's why I said pin diagrams are very important. So if you are correct with the pin diagram, and if you are doing the right connection, 100% you will get the result. Clear? So pin number 7 we have connected to ground, pin number 14 we have connected to voltage. Now we shall test the first two input bit AND gate. Means we have to supply input to pin number 1 and 2, and we should get the output at pin number 3, right? So now we'll do the input connections. Input connection, from where we can get the input? From the input component, right? So which is that input component? So this is the input component, right? So anywhere in this component I can take the input. So follow the convention, go from left to right. Okay, go from left to right. So I will call this as A. Okay, and where we need to connect? To pin number 1, right? So I have connected one input successfully, and I need one more connecting wire to connect the second input. So I will call this as B. Okay, no rule that you need to connect sequentially, but follow the convention, like after A then B, then connect it to pin number 2, because pin number 1 and 2 are inputs for AND gate, right? And where you can expect the output? At pin number 3, right? So here at this end you will get the output. But in the trainer kit we have a separate component called output indicator to view the output, right? Anywhere in the output indicator you can connect the output pin. Clear? Now according to this pin diagram, we have successfully connected the connections, I mean input and output, as well as the basic connection. And now we shall use this truth table to verify the first two input bit AND gate in the IC 7408. Clear? Now once again have a look at this truth table. If A and B are 0, output should be 0. If A is 0, B is 1, output should be 0. If A is 1, B is 0, output should be 0. If both are 1, output should be 1. Now we shall cross verify this. Okay, after doing the connection, turn on the trainer kit. Okay, while doing the connection, you should not turn on the trainer kit. Now I have turned on the trainer kit, and look at here carefully. Now A is 0, B is 0. Off represents 0. If A is 0, B is 0, output should be 0. I mean off condition. If A is 0, B is 1. Now B is 1. I mean on. Output is 0. If A is 1, B is 0, output will be 0. If both are 1, now both A and B are 1, output should be 1. So this now I can conclude that I have verified all these cases, right? All the cases in the truth table of the AND gate, Hence, I can say that I have successfully completed the experiment, right? Or verified how actually two input bit AND gate will work, right? So once again, I will repeat: if both are 0, I mean, if A is 0, B is 0, output will be 0. If A is 0, B is 1, output will be 0. If A is 1, B is 0, output will be 0. If both are 1, output will be 1. So now we have successfully verified the truth table of AND gate, right? So similarly, you have to verify the logic gates of other gates, like as I said in the previous video, like OR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate. So I will show you a few more results. I mean, few more operation of few more gates, and then I will wind up the session. But however, you have to follow the same procedure to carry out or to verify the other gates. Now I am going it with 7432. This is 7432. I mean, OR gate. As I said, curve end always should be the top end, right? Drop it and use the locker to lock the IC, and now it is in off condition. While doing any changes, you make sure that your trainer kit is in off condition. Now again, if you look at the pin diagram of OR gate, if you recall that from the previous video, so this is how this will be the pin diagram, like this: curve end as usual, top end, then even that has how many pin? Total 14 pin: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 14 as usual VCC, and 7 ground. Okay, I am talking about OR gate. So this is the logic symbol. Okay, then 13, 12 will be input, then 10, 9 will be input, and whose IC number is 7432, right? So you need to keep in your mind, again, according to pin diagram, 7 and 14 are basic connection, 1 and 2 are input, 3 will be the output. And what the truth table says, input as well as output section should have input here AB, output is C. Since we are dealing with two input bit OR gate, how many number of entries will be the truth table? 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. In case of 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Means we should get 0 only when both the inputs are 0. In all other cases, the output should be 1. So this is how OR gate will work. Now we shall see practically verify the operation of OR gate, right? So now again, since the connections remains same, 7 ground, 14 I mean voltage, 1 is input A and B is a second input. Pin number 3 has been connected to output. Now we shall turn on the trainer kit and verify the truth table. Turn on. Now A is 0, B is 0, so output should be 0. If A is 1, so loose connection, don't worry about this loose connection, anyhow you can resolve it. If A is 0, B is 1, output is 1. Then if A is, sorry, in the previous case, if A is 0, B is 1, output will be 1. If A is 1, B is 0, output will be 1. If both are 1, output will be 1. But as I said, if both are 0, output should be 0. Clear? Once again repeat. A, B both are 0, output will be 0. If A is 0, B is 1, output will be 1. If A is 1, B is 0, output will be 1. If both are 1, output will be 1. Now I can say we have successfully verified the truth table of OR gate. Similarly, you can verify the operations of or the truth table of other logic gates, as I said, XOR or NAND, NOR, like that. But you need to follow the same procedure. Like, what is the procedure that, as I said? So you should be, first and foremost, you should be aware of few hardware devices that you need. Then after that, you should have pin diagram. Pin diagram should be correct, and you should have the truth table. Then once you have the correct pin diagram, you can use that pin diagram to do the connection using the devices. After that, you can able to verify the respective truth table of the respective logic gates. Clear? So with this, I will conclude the session. So in this session, you people have been introduced to some of the hardware devices that we will use in order to carry out the coming hardware experiments, right? And we understood few fundamentals like how to place the IC on the IC base, and about we learned from where we can get the ground supply and where we can get the voltage supply, and how to do the connections, like how to do the I mean input connection, and how we can able to connect the output connection, and how we can able to verify it. Clear? So with this, I will end the session. In the coming video, I will go ahead with the coming experiment. So thank you one and all.